Hello everyone, welcome back to a short video in which I want to give an update on a plant that I have repotted a couple of weeks ago, namely 3 weeks ago to be more precise. And I simply want to give an update to show you how this genus, Polyscias, actually reacts after repotting in early spring. And let's get right into it. You can see I repotted it into its first bonsai pot. I repotted in fully inorganic substrate. And since then, how has this tree been faring? And I can report that it's doing okay. I would say okay. I did see a couple of leaves that actually wrinkled up, got crunchy and fell off. So I would say like 3-4 leaves that were lost during this repot. And before starting to film, I saw like one leaf down here, which I'm not sure is actually falling off or if this is just a new leaf that comes in a little bit pale. It is not at all wrinkly or anything, it's also sticking and holding onto it. So this might just be new growth that is a little bit paler than the rest, because there's other new growth that doesn't have that color. You can see it, for example, here. So that's still something to keep an eye on. But in general, as I said, 3 to 4 leaves unfortunately were lost, but new growth is happening. You can also see down here really tiny growth that was already on the tree when we repotted it is still viable, is still growing. A lot of new growth also further up here seems to be doing well. Let's give you a look from up here, for example. A lot of growth that is happening on this tree, and it has continued to happen since I repotted it. And I think what makes this stabilize a little bit is the way I take care of it. As I said, I put this in inorganic soil, so it's a mixture of pumice, perlite, lava rock, really fully inorganic. And that also means this soil dries out quite fast. You can already see here the top layer is almost completely dry at the moment, and that happened after watering it 1.5 to 2 days ago. So definitely goes very fast. I chose this substrate because I used to have a Polyscias in normal soil that I also repotted back into normal soil, and that one unfortunately developed root rot. And it ended the tree unfortunately. So inorganic soil, it means you need to be bit more behind the actual water management of the tree. But if you make sure that you water once this top layer of soil dries out, so I will definitely water again today still, then normally the tree benefits from it of having enough water but not being overwatered and sitting in water for too long. So also, of course, when you can see the stem here, it looks like a stem that can hold quite a lot of water. It's quite thick, it's quite also the leaves are quite thick. When we look at them, you can really see them bouncing back when you touch them. They really have, they have a squishiness to them. So definitely they can store also a lot of water. So I would say overwatering is more of a problem on this tree than underwatering, and a higher risk definitely. Let's take a look around the tree one more time and see here, for example, I also tied in this tree. Of course, when we look at the size of the tree in comparison to the actual pot, it becomes quite apparent that it is simply necessary to tie this in, otherwise this would just tip over even indoors and fall out of the pot. Outdoors, of course, it is even more necessary to do so, because just a little bit of wind can be enough to topple over a tree like this. So where do I keep this tree? I keep it roughly 1 to 2 meters removed from a windowsill where it gets indirect light, but quite bright indirect light. The foliage on this Polyscias is quite dark, so I think this is simply a variety with darker foliage, which normally means that it needs more sunlight. I have it in this area right now. If I see that the growth is somewhat stalling or it loses this dark foliage, I would put it in a more bright spot. So that leaf that we looked at before here could be maybe an indication that didn't get enough sunlight, and that's why it gets a brighter color to still be able to better absorb the sunlight that it gets. Because when you compare it to like really foliage in here, which is so dark in comparison, it stands out a little bit right now. So a little anomaly on this tree that I definitely will keep an eye on. What are my goals for this tree? Maybe to talk about this still a little bit. Right now it is of course still in a phase where I simply wanted to stabilize, so I will keep surveying this tree, see how the growth is really developing on this tree. A lot of new growth, for example, also happening here. And if I continue to see this tree growing, then we will start to work on this tree. And what work on this tree actually means is really look at the different branches we have on this tree and then see in which way we can directional prune to maybe fan it out a little bit more. So for example, up here, I feel like here there's not really a lot of, there's no foliage at the moment here, and I think it could benefit a little bit from also something on that side. So I would look into which of these branches we would need to cut back to which leaf for it to strategically also then grow outwards a little bit more. Because of course this tree Polyscias tends to grow simply upwards, but with structural and directional pruning we can get it to at least grow a little bit more in the direction that we want to. Wiring, not really an option on this tree. You probably see it for yourself. The trunks are extremely thick on this tree already. That's also the reason I chose this tree, because I do enjoy the way the trunks are looking. This one here, this what I see as a back trunk, if we see from here. As a back trunk, I don't mind as well, because it is hidden of course quite well with this little side branch down here. But from the other side, if we look at it, you can just see it looks a bit weird because it's quite long and quite straight. So it doesn't really have a lot of character like this other branch right here, for example. This one is just a long stick. And that is why I do tend to see this as the front. We also have this nice feature of like a tied back branch that left a little scar there, which I find simply interesting. And I think overall it is a nice looking tree, to give you one more overall look of it. And I think this really has still a lot of potential in it, and I'm really happy the way it is looking now in its little bonsai pot. I will keep you updated, probably in the next video, working on it once it's, as I said, stabilized. Of course, if you have any ideas on which direction you would take this tree, feel free to leave those in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, and if you enjoy my channel, feel free to subscribe. Hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.